All right, Taylor, welcome in. Ryan Trengrove here, Class A Pro. I'm recording. Good to have you, buddy. Looking forward to our work today. All right, so here we are at the setup position, and pretty good here. You're still a little bit on your heels. You can see that the left heel's down on the ground there, but your pressure trace has improved. See how it's straighter across? Just to give you an example here, on the website, I recently posted a picture of my pressure, so you can see it here. See how at the setup, my heels are not visible? Right? And so let me go over here a second. Let's go back to that. And so see how we see your heels on the ground? Right? So remember, you want to be leaning forward. Brooks Koepka, he's like 64% towards his toes. So think about like if you're 50-50 in the middle of your feet, and then if you went forward, 10, 15%, where's your balance? Slightly forward. Are you with me? So you want to be leaning forward. And then let me go over here a second. Let me show you this too. Go over here. And then it's actually much easier to hit a golf ball from the balls of your feet than it is to hit a golf ball from your heels. If I sit up on my heels when I try to play, I hit everything fat. I miss hit. So see here at the starting position where the balance is at, right? And then see how the line of pressure is. We want it to go straight across, right? And so you're doing better there with the pressure. You can see that but see at the end how you finished out in front. You want to finish a little bit more to the left heel probably. Okay, arm position looks good. Arms are in the triangle shape. This is good to see. You do have the club leaning forward a lot at your setup. Not sure if you knew, but it should be basically just like straight up and down. So like, for example, if you look at Tiger Woods front view iron, and we take a look at just a face-on picture here of Tiger. Let's see, with an iron. This is a nice one here. So if you watch his setup, you see how you with me? Yeah. So what I do is once I make my grip, so I grip my club, then I just go straight down, and then that's where I leave it. So I don't try to press it forward or anything. I just for a basic shot we just leave it. We leave it there. So let me do this. I'm going to send you a picture of that. That's an easy correction. 1 second here. And let's go like this. Yeah, something fun. I just had an emergency room doctor go from shooting 46 for 9 to shooting a 38. And then 2 weeks ago, I had 4 students break 80. The best one guy shot in a 72, and he was shooting 82s, and he dropped 10 shots to a 72. So cool. But I would say it's the swing catalyst. This software and what I coach, I mean, it just makes a huge difference. All right, now let's take a look and see what happens. We're going to trace the club, and then that way we can see what's going on here. Put our lines up. And okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, so you're taking it back up the plane. This is good, Taylor. Nice job. That's a lot better. There was a time that your plane was too flat. So that's awesome. Good job. All right, now let's see here. You get up here to the top. Okay. Doing better also with the swing these days. Look, the hips on the line, your head's in the box. You did dip down, though, a little bit here. Let's watch the foot pressure. What happened in your feet here? Let's see. Oh, you go onto your left heel. Yes, you're still a lot more on your heels than you should be with your swing. So I'll be covering that. See how much your heels on the ground here? So I stay on the balls of my feet, and then eventually go to my left heel at the finish. Remember? You know what I mean? So here, see how your heel's all the way on the ground? Okay. And then your head's, because of that, your head's dropping forward here. Do you see how your head falls forward slightly? Okay. Now, let me go over here a moment. Let's trace it. But I got to tell you, way better job on your coil and your plane. I mean, compared to before, that's a big difference. That's great to see. I mean, there's a time you used to sway. There's a time your plane was too flat. Those things are a lot better now. Nice job. All right, so let's go over here. Yeah, so see how your hip stays on the line better now? And look at the pressure. It's like almost 50-50 here. That's fantastic. Nice job, buddy. That's awesome. Now, let's see here. As you come down, where's the plane go? Oh, good. So you're doing the plane properly here. That's a good plane. All right. And then let's go over here and look at the plane over here on this side. Yeah, look, that's a good, doing pretty good on your crescent moon also. Okay. And then at impact, the balance is in the right place, 74% toward the left side. That's what it's supposed to be. Look at your head position. Where's your head? Way down.
Oh, still down?
Oh yeah. So look.
Okay.
So here, let me put a I'll put a box around. I'll put a box around your head. That's what's going on here. Your head's dropping big time. You got a lot of good stuff going on, but the head drop is crushing you. Watch this. Look. Here's Adam Scott. Right now, see how his nose is on this orange line right now.
Yeah.
Watch this. He never goes past that line. Look, see all the way through the shot.
Yeah.
Look where his face is still. See how it's on the front of that line.
Yeah.
Now let's go back over here and let's watch what happens with your head. You go below that line, and then look, like way below the box.
Okay.
You see the difference here?
Yeah.
I'll bring you to the same spot as him here so you can see it. Yeah, so look where your head's going. That's what's killing you. That's what we got to focus on. We got to figure that out, because as soon as your head drops down like that, see how look where his head is.
Yeah.
That's why your contact's getting bad. You actually, I'm proud of you, buddy. You kept a lot of the stuff that we worked on and you kept it going, which is great. But yeah, if you look at like where you are at impact with your head, look, you hit this thing right on the stick. Look.
Yeah.
Look, you didn't hit the center at all on this one. You see? And the reason is why. Why did you hit? Why?
So it's because of the head.
Yes. The head position, you dropped your head forward, man. And so that's a big deal, because look, everything else, look, your butt line's there. So part of this is your head position, and part of this is your footwork still that we should work on. You're actually swing plane way better. Look, it's very similar to his, and then when you're coming through the ball, like right here, again, look where his head is when he's coming through the ball, right? See how his head is not down like that. His head is staying above that line. So that's what's happening. I bet you that's what's killing you, because look, all the other stuff looks a lot better. Like the balance was at impact supposed to be like 72% on the left foot. Look, you're at 74. That's great. Your hand position's looking a little bit better. It still could be a little flatter, but it's not way off. And then coming through the ball, let's see how you do when you finish it. Yeah, and you're doing pretty good at your finish. You're supposed to finish in the back left heel. So what I think we should be focused on here is we should do some work on your footwork and your head position, because look at the swing path. That swing path is great.
Don't change the swing path.
No, it's a lot better. And then let's just see if you square up the face. How are these shots here? Did any of them, how you doing with the club face? Yeah, look, you did. Look at the club face. The club face is 3 degrees to the left, and the club path is 5 to the right. That's correct. It's supposed to be 2 to 5 degrees right, and the face is supposed to be 1 to 2.5 left. So when you make contact, you can hit a good shot, but you're still having trouble with your contact because of your footwork and your head position.